So while we just ruminate on that, I know there's going to be a debate about the locks and dreadlocks bit of this, so it's okay. But let's talk about the arts, Nollywood. Some you describe as legends, icons in that industry. And yes, we're joined by Nollywood director, actor Ugezu. Ugezu joined us live from Delta this morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning brief.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Well, it's good to have you on the show. I know people have said different things. They see you and they see Peter Edochie. Maybe you speak to that first of all. Is that something you get a lot? And how is it? Do you have a classic response to that first?
Well, first of all, I must have to start to apologize for responding from my car because it's supposed to be something that I was supposed to set up. But because of the urgency, how the whole thing came about, I explained to Patrick when he called me yesterday that I am scheduled to be in a film location this early morning, but I will stop. And where I am going to film is a place where there is no network. So by the time I get there, I may not be able to connect. So I have to stop halfway to respond to this. That is that. So let nobody feel bad. Why is he responding from a vehicle? It's just because of the urgency of the moment, and we have to respond to it. Concerning the look of the actor, director Ugezu, you know, having this striking resemblance with Peter Edochie, yeah, I may say it is just coincidence. Both of us are from Anambra State, but we are not even from the same local government. So it's just an act of God. So many people are telling me in Nigeria and even abroad that I look so much like Pete, and I tend to see the resemblance myself. But I think the best thing for me to say is that it is an act of God, because I've actually met someone in Minnesota that looks just exactly like me. I was seeing the guy, I was thinking I was seeing myself, but this guy is actually from Mali. He's not even from Nigeria. So it can always happen that you see people that are looking alike. It is an act of God, and we should leave it that way. Thank you.
I love the way you put it. It's an act of God. We shall see it that way. And it's okay. We understand these things happen. It's almost like production, right? Anything can happen, and you have to make do with it. So, yes, we've been able to catch the conversation with you in your car. Let's see it as a location, a set, and let's make the most of it. And I'm sure you're used to that. But we'd like to speak to your work and the industry at large, really. What are you involved in right now, and how are you... I wouldn't say grapple, because grapple may have some sort of negative connotation, but how are you ensuring that you're also blending and staying in touch with this fast-paced industry? Because it looks like Nollywood is changing really fast. Things are happening so fast, and it might be hard to keep up. How is that working for you?
Well, it is working for me because I actually see myself as part of the force that has come to redefine a lot of things that we hadn't correctly defined before. The people who started making Nollywood films, I am not opportune to be among those that started. But the people who started making Nollywood films, they came from a different background of some of them were very dedicated Christians, some of them very dedicated Muslims, and the rest of them. And they were making films that completely undermined the credibility of the African culture because of the, you know, the background where they were coming from. It became a kind of joke because so many people started to question, what are they doing? Why is it that in African films, in Nigerian films, you see scenarios where Western religion, Western beliefs are made to overshadow, you know, the indigenous beliefs? And we are correcting all those, and because of the zeal with which we are doing that, we are receiving global recognition, in the sense that so many people that we hadn't feeling okay because of what we were doing with Nollywood are beginning to feel very okay now. So many people are beginning to reconnect to their roots because of film, and that is one of the importance of research in making films. You don't just make films because you want to make films. You want to make films that can resonate with the realism of people. When they watch it, something in them is activated one way or the other. When you make a film that actually makes people angry, that may no longer be a film, because you're making somebody to feel very bad concerning his background, concerning his roots, concerning his or her religion, and all those things. We are part of the people that are correct, and there are many people that are doing the same thing I am doing. And by the grace of God, we can say that we are doing something nice. Because not only are we being recognized from private sectors, we are being recognized from even official sectors. Even some of the churches are actually recognizing what we are doing, and they are saying kudos. Because nobody feels okay, no matter who you are, nobody feels okay when his or her tradition is made a mess of, because someone wants to make a film. We are correcting all those, and thanks be to God, we are making progress.
And it's undeniable that you are an ambassador of culture. When one looks at, your movies, Traces of Vengeance is one that one can immediately refer to. Last Sacrifice, you see very huge elements of culture in your storytelling approach. But really, we cannot even deny the fact that there have been very recent movies from Nollywood that have also depicted our history as a people. But do you see, if art is a mirror and it is supposed to be used for social reconstruction, do you see any, change that these tools of culture is reflecting on society?
Definitely. Definitely. The problem we are having in Nigeria, if you will agree with me, is actually a collapse of culture. It's a collapse of culture, because by the time you look at the people who are saddled with the responsibility of making the policies and implementing the policies in this country, you will see people who are completely separated from their cultures. They are only in tune with their culture when it comes to dressing, when it comes to the language. But the core values of those cultures, they have actually abandoned all those ones. And that is the reason they do a lot of things they do, because somebody who is cultural will not do a whole lot of things that our leaders are doing. But because they are just not cultural people, they are doing all those. But through films now, we are trying to make the people understand the importance of culture, because a man and a woman who has no culture is actually an empty individual. You don't have anything at all. Because culture is what makes you who you are, and culture is what guides you to wherever you are going. If you don't have any culture at all, you may find it very difficult to navigate this life credibly. So film is very important, in the sense that there are so many films we have made that are political satires, in the sense that we try to use some of the ills that are happening in the society, put them in films to see how we are going to correct. And when people watch those films, they will always understand where the film is coming from. But you are not calling anybody's name. You are not calling any place. You are just using a film as an instrument, as a tool, to open up something that people may not be seeing. So on that note, I will say that, yeah, of course, film is important, and you can use films when ignited in that cultural perspective to actually reshape the society at large.
And it's great to see the work you're doing and hear from you personally on location right there in that vehicle. We have to thank you so much for sharing a part of your story with us. We know that there is a lot more ahead, and we look forward to all that Nollywood, you and your colleagues have to offer. So this is our only two way of celebrating and still keeping Nollywood in the spotlight. We've been speaking with Nollywood director, actor, Ugezu J. Ugezu. Thank you for your time. I wish you the very best.
And we have a film that is coming out for premiere in Abuja.
Tell us about it.
Yes, Ohioma. Ohioma is a Nigerian film that is based on Igala culture that is coming up for premiere in Abuja on the 26th. And I believe the viewers who are watching this program, if you're in Abuja, that is the director of the movie. That is Aquila Njama. The film comes up for premiere in Abuja this Saturday. And I urge all lovers of Nollywood contents, people who like to watch core African stories, let them make our time for this movie. It's going to be great.
There you go. So I can tell already from the location and all of that. These are the things we love to see. But thank you very much for holding the fort and ensuring that these stories are told. We appreciate your time. I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Jeffrey.
Thank you so much.